I'm in the void. Oh, God. Hold on. On my dude. Hold on, my dudes. We're coming back. We are resuscitating the stream. This, like I was saying earlier, like I was writing in the chat earlier, this shit happens at unexpected times. It will shut off the stream at least once. And it could happen at literally any point of the stream. So I'm actually lucky that this isn't happening when I'm in the middle of a ranked game. It's actually nice that it's happening in the middle of an Overwatch rant. Yeah. Thank you for hanging out, Oat Milk. So we were talking about, oh, I just closed my chat. Whoops. But I'm glad that this is not happening when I'm playing a ranked match. That would have been a real fucking pain in the ass. It's happened before, but it doesn't happen that often. But anyway, my computer will just randomly short like this. Like it's not on a schedule. It just does what it wants. My computer is semi-sentient. It is what it is. I've learned to deal with it until I can get better PC parts or until I afford a 2 PC setup to stream Overwatch at the highest graphical settings on. I don't know. But until then, we are dealing with the unpredictable fun. Oh, I'm so sorry. I just rubbed my... I'm so sorry. Oh, God. I always worry whenever I graze my hand over the bottom of my XLR. That always freaks me out. I'm like, ah! Did I just hurt your ears? Okay, we're back. So I am still on a 1060 NVIDIA card. My video card is very dated, for the record. My power supply, I don't know. My motherboard is faulty. It shows the wrong CPU temperatures, by the way. But, yeah, I need help, but I also need money so that I can afford new parts. Like, I don't think I'm even going to be able to change parts because that would mean I would have to change the whole setup. It thinks it's, yeah, also a possibility. But why would it think at random times? Like, what? Why? Oh, let me just decide. Is it overheating now? Out of all the times, let's shut you down at this random hour of the day at 10:15 or 7. I don't know. Also, why can't I open my chat? Okay, wait, hold on a second. Platforms, YouTube, sign in, chat, opened, bam. And I envy you. Whenever I see you live on TikTok and on Twitch, Oat Milk, I envy you. I'm like, I wish I could do that because my computer is not good enough. Like my video card is clearly dated to be able to restream on all the 3 platforms at the same time. So I'm just kind of having to rotate. Like I'll stream on TikTok on one day, then on Twitch and YouTube the other. Also, it's so weird that you can't say the word Twitch on TikTok. Why? What is wrong with that? And you know what? Although I've been loving TikTok for not having ads, the best thing about TikTok is the fact that your stream never gets interrupted by pre-roll ads. Love it. The part that I hate the most about it is not being able to step away from my computer for a few minutes to like freshen up, to get food or poop. Because the fucking TikTok live studio goes, oh, you're not perpetually burning yourself out as a streamer? Let me shut you down. We are human. I'm not going to be able to yap my ass out for 6 hours straight. Like, this ain't a like, I'm not getting paid on a contract to be yapping and filling dead air. All right. I am done pretending to, like, I don't want to try hard anymore to be entertaining. I made that mistake for too long for my first few years of streaming on Twitch. I don't want to do that anymore. I just want to be relaxed. I want to be myself, and I want to be able to yap whenever I feel like it. I don't want to have to, like, pretend. I don't want to have to force myself to be entertaining anymore. No more. But on TikTok, unfortunately, you have to always be... Somehow, the stream will detect if you step away and are away for an extent, like even beyond 5 or 10 minutes, and then the TikTok Live Studio will shut your stream down without warning. Or the warning will pop up, and then by the time you get back, it goes, well, you weren't there, so eat shit and die. So, and then the other part, I guess, is like copyrighted music as well, yeah? Which is also... It's already kind of a hassle on YouTube. So I don't know how you're able, like, because I've seen you play K-pop music and I'm like, why do I have to stress whenever I want to try to play music on my stream? Because I saw you, I think you were on Lijiang Tower the other day, Oat Milk, and you were on TikTok, and you had no, well, you were probably on Twitch too, but I stumbled on the stream on TikTok, and you were playing ASAP by New Jeans. ASAP? Anyway, so I was kind of surprised. I was like, what kind of music gets my streams shut down on TikTok? What do I do? What is it? Do you use TikTok Live Studio, or do you use a third party thing? I don't know. I don't fucking know. I wish I could do these things for fun. But it's probably for the best, because knowing me, I know that if I started playing music while I'm playing ranked, I know that I would start losing my concentration levels. Because I would get so much into the music, I easily can't stop singing. Whenever there's, like... As someone who also has been dancing a lot too recently, like every day in the studio room at my workplace during my breaks, I'm like, whenever it's my break, I'm like, I'm going to get a little bit of cardio. Got to get my groove on. So it's probably for the best that I'm not... playing music these days when I'm playing Overwatch. For YouTube, I remove the music from the tracks so that I can keep it in my Twitch Live. Oh, wait, you use some sort of like what do you call it? What's the term called? Is it a native setting on OBS Studio, or do you download some GitHub folder to set up within OBS Studio? I don't know how these things work. Remove the music from the tracks. It's within OBS. The canvas setting. Canvas. It is a plugin, because I don't use Streamlabs OBS. I personally use old school OBS 32.02 version. I don't use the extra fluff because my computer can't I've tried Streamlabs OBS and it does not. My computer does not like it. It uses way too much CPU power. I'd rather just stick with the old school setup. It works for me. But the cost of video cards and RAM now, a pre-built is really... I thought pre-builts were more expensive, though, by nature. I thought you were saving more if you came up with your own build on, like, PCPartPicker.com, or, like, you build your own, like... I don't know if pre-built was cheaper. I thought I was under the impression that putting together your own parts would be more... cost efficient. Pre-builds are cheaper? Huh. Nowadays, I can make it so that my music doesn't show up in my Twitch VOD. But even if I do play it, because I've had instances where I was streaming on Twitch and YouTube, and the YouTube live would already be blocked while I'm in the middle of a stream, and I even get a copyright warning. I've had that, like, there was a day where I was playing a recent Espa song. That shit happened, and I was like, no more, I guess. I guess I could only play music that's like a few years old. But YouTube will not allow that. TikTok doesn't care. So why? Huh. Twitch only cares about VODs. Can be less quality in some cases and can sometimes come at the disadvantage of being soldered together. Oh, really? Well then, you can't even take the parts out? That sucks. With the SE Live plug in, if you do ever get a good enough comp to multi-stream at the same time, you can play copyright-free music, play your own music on Twitch. SE Live plug. I'm going to screen cap this just in case. Snip tool. Stream elements, right? SE is what that stands for. Stream elements. RAM is skyrocketing in price right now. RAM? Out of all the parts? I thought RAM was supposed to be cheap. If you do need more help, I can totally get on a Discord call sometime and share my screen. Oh, that's cool. Thank you for offering that. To be honest, really, very nice of you to offer to do that. Because I've tried. You can separate the audio tracks even if you're just streaming to one stream at a time. But separating the audio tracks, you do that for the purpose of VODs, not the live stream. Is that right? You don't do it for... It's not really meant for, like... You're not trying to listen to your own music, but mute it while you're for the viewers. Because I'd still want the people to enjoy the music too. But I know there's a way people also will listen to their own music, but not necessarily have it play live off of the stream if they prefer doing it that way. Anyway, I'm babbling a lot about copyrighted music nonsense. It's different for every service. For Twitch, my music plays during the live stream and doesn't save it in my VOD. Doesn't save it in the VOD. YouTube, it cannot play for viewers or the VOD, so it's completely cut out. They don't care if you play music. There's no such thing as saved VODs for viewers. So that's so weird because I definitely got shut down. I don't know. My stream went down once while I played music. I think it happened. So I don't know if it's a regional thing because like TikTok functionality might operate differently based on whether or not you're in the US or Canada. I don't know if that's maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. It could have been. Also, there was another instance, not even music related, but I was saying a lot of dirty words on a TikTok stream, and the TikTok stream shut down randomly, but it was based on a scam and some sort of form of like scam soliciting violation. I wasn't even playing music. It was just me being raunchy and like saying dirty things about. We were talking about Vendetta and gooning over Vendetta, like just being stupid. It wasn't even like we weren't even genuinely being weird about it. It's just being in an exaggerated way being disgusting. But the stream shut down because of scam like for soliciting a scam or some shit like that. I was like, what? Is it because I have my coaching link on the screen? Is what? I don't. It just happened out of nowhere. I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, back on the topic of cutscenes or cinematics, rather. Okay, for Overwatch. Or oh yeah, the topic of oddballs is where all of this started from. Talking about the lack of oddball characters in Overwatch. Now, you're 26. Get an ID verify because someone reported you for being underage. Oh, because, well, what? In their mind, Juno mains are underage? Is that the association? Like, oh my god, I'm a Juno e-kitten. I own cute things and stickers, and I mean, even I use stickers. Like, I'm 32. Fuck, I like stickers. No one deserves to be made fun of for enjoying things that are harmless. I love your Juno emotes. So cute. TikTok will restrict your live access completely if you're reported for that. Oh, maybe. So, what was I saying? Okay. Is my headset even on? The fuck? Oh, I forgot to plug in my wireless headset dongle, if that is the right word. Dongle! Get your dongles out. All right. Yeah, so maybe we should just rewatch the Juno cinematic. Just for fun. Just to like criticize it and go, cinematic, okay? Oh my god, let's do a live react. Ugh. We're gonna be live reacting, guys. Okay, I also want to say something. Like, let me be completely honest about I'm gonna be completely honest about this. I'm not gonna sugarcoat this at all. Okay? I am disappointed in the choice of the voice acting style for Juno. When I first saw, like, if you look back at Juno with the concept art era, back in BlizzCon of, like, was it 2 years ago? I had Juno in my mind from that point in time was gonna sound like sort of like a basket case type of character. Like, I wanted Juno to sound a little bit more smug. And what's the, like, think of like Wednesday Addams a little bit in terms of the style of less sarcastic, but more like not neutral. How do I feel like the voice acting style that they chose for Juno is too cliche. It's too akin to anime, and I just wish they kept the flavor, like the a more original flavor of Overwatch character style. I like the aspect around her. I like the personality that they've envisioned for Juno. That's not a terrible thing, but I just wish they had something a little bit more nuanced instead of like the archetypal, oh my god, I'm freaking out over everything and oh, I'm hyper like that could have been conveyed. I feel like that I just wanted something a little bit more maybe I'm exaggerating. You only like the weird grammar if she wasn't raised by normal humans her whole life. I don't mind the girly tone of her voice. Yeah. In my mind, like, I thought Juno was going to be more of, how do I say? I don't know what the word I'm looking for is to describe her, but and to be honest, I didn't expect her to be a character with a lot of anxiety. Back then, I didn't see her that way. So that also is partly the reason why I would have rather had a different voice acting style, because I didn't see back when they had like the early art pics, which I really loved. Absolutely loved the vibe that the early concept art was giving. It didn't make me think of Juno as someone that was trying to build up confidence, that was overly anxious and like I didn't have that perception of her yet, right? And then when she came out, you know, expectations were subverted, but I still wished for a less cliche voice style, because it reminded me too heavily of like, because of the I don't like associating. It's like I feel like the association of the super girly tone is always given to like a character that's super cute and minute, and that kind of has to change a little bit, at least. I don't know, but anywho, let's just go ahead and check out the cinematic. All right. Bam.
It is so hard to say goodbye to the only home I've ever known.
All right. All right. Let me just judge this a little bit more objectively. Man, I am still very, I am very bummed. Like all of this art style, it's too reminiscent of like indie game cinematics. Like this is like a cinematic that you would see at an indie showcase. You know what I mean? And it's not, I'm not saying that it's a terrible thing, but you know, they've kept the CGI standard for such a long time to switch to now this, which it's just a step down visually. And like, I feel like some people use the excuse that it's a different art style, but it really is a downgrade in the animation style because the frame rate, the frames at which the animation move aren't even as smooth. You already see it, and even in the depth of field of like the space here, okay? It's much flatter based on the coloring. But let's go back. Let's rewatch it. And you can even point it out just by looking at the facial animation, like how the eyes and the mouth move. Yeah, I saw a Reddit post that said that they probably hired like a third-party animation team to make these because of the layoffs that they had. Because they had several layoffs over the span of this year, I think. Like the layoffs, I think, happened not in big waves like during COVID era, but this time it was like a gradual, consistent layoff after consistent layoff. Like one big animator being laid off after that kind of deal.
All systems appear optimal.
I just need a minute. It is so hard to say goodbye.
Yeah, like the way the frames are moving, it still feels choppy. Also, does Juno's jacket have her name written embroidered like that?
To the only
I just noticed it says Juno on her jacket like this. Is that the case in the game? I'm actually kind of curious about that detail. I know it's kind of random for me to. Oh yeah, you can see it, but very faintly. I mean, I play the game at low graphics, so that explains why I couldn't see it before. Okay, sorry, I'm back to
home I've ever known.
I understand, but the colony isn't safe anymore, and our window of opportunity is closing. So let's get you on your way to your new home.
Like, I'm going to be completely honest, this is so boring to look at. You know what I mean? It's not just the art style. There's barely like this stuff over here where I'm mousing over, it's pixelated. This might be a little bit more clear, but
is closing.
I'm playing this at 1080p.
Let's get you on.
But I'm just saying, like, having these stills like that with nothing, no level of movement, like at least have some camera action, some minimal camera action going on, or a little bit of flair.
Your way to your new home.
Next stop, Earth.
And I don't know. Also, the nuance in the animation is lacking too. It's like she barely moves her face, going with the sad Ariana Grande eyebrows. Next stop, Earth. Blah, 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 blah. Like, we could have had, like, if you look at the Diva cinematic, okay, take a character model that's a little bit more similar to Juno, put them side to side, and see how much more interesting it is to look at Diva cinematic. It just saddens me.
It is. Next stop, Earth.
Her hair is like a fucking helmet. It hardly moves. Brother, like, how much hairspray did you put in there?
Initiating boosters in 3, 2, 1. Control?
Our sensors indicate an external issue.
External?
Follow protocols and you'll be fine. But you have to hurry.
Careful. I'm going to find a way to save you. All of you.
Like, even the planet, even Mars itself here is so simplistically drawn. It's just a literal still of a digital art paint. No movement going on with these clouds. No like no lighting, glare, movement. No nothing. It's just a literal still being panned.
I think I see the problem.
Copy that.
Okay. No.
Don't panic. You're okay.
I am definitely not okay. Why did I think I could do this?
Juno, I believe in you.
I feel like, okay, for this part, they should have had flashbacks. Like, somewhere in here, I feel like while she's panicking, there could have been like something, an extra scene thrown in here in between. I don't know.
You've trained for this kind of thing your whole life. You have all the tools you need.
Okay. All right. I have all the tools I need. Control. Problem solved.
Hear that? We're all so proud of you. I want you to live a long, happy life on Earth, sweetheart. Always remember, I love you.
I love you too, Mom. Okay, Earth. Here I come.
Attention, unknown craft. Halt your approach and identify yourself.
It is too late to halt. I'm coming in very hot. Who is this?
This is Overwatch. I am tracking your trajectory and will have someone...
Yeah, well... I mean, she has been trained, though, like... like, she has been flying through dust storms, supposedly, on Mars, too, right? So this is not her first rodeo, it's just her having one of her panic attacks again, I guess. But, yeah, like, the whole cinematic is kind of spent around the same area. I just wish there was a little bit more variety too in the environment. Like, it would have been really cool if we saw I don't know, some of her shenanigans on Mars, or like maybe a scene with her and her mom, or maybe a scene with May, like a callback with May. That would have been cool. Oh, wait, no. Did she ever meet May, though? Because she has a picture of her mom studying with May, but I wonder if... No, you know what? Never mind. Yeah, like... It's also a little bit disappointing that it's just a literal big piece of boulder that is causing all of this. Like, the result of her freaking out is just because she's being negligent about her equipment. And, like, she literally just flies off into space a few yards away because she forgot to turn a setting on her suit or something. It's not even like she's in grave danger. I'm not sure how to explain this. It's like, oh, this piece of chunk is causing all of this seeming danger when really all you got to do is a little bit of cleanup work, I guess. I don't know. And not, I don't know.
Very hot. Too late to halt. I'm coming in. Very hot. Who is this?
This is Overwatch. I am tracking your trajectory and will have...
Also, I'm kind of confused. Okay, so like some of these screens are holograms. I'm like, why is a picture behind? I guess like a lot of the elements are holograms here.
Someone meet you? For my records, where did you come from?
I am from Mars.
That's none of your business, bitch. That's what Juno should have said. Where do you come from? Like, shut your bitch ass mouth. I'm not gonna tell you.
And my name is Juno.
Nobody asked. No, I'm kidding. Like, teacher, my name is Juno. What is she looking at, though? Like, is she looking at Earth? What is she smiling at? The picture? Because, like, she's still above the surface of the Earth, so I'm not sure what she's smiling at. Maybe she's like, finally gonna meet some Vietnamese friends. Hell yeah. That aren't my mom. Ooh, I like that music, though, at the end there. Do they have an official soundtrack for that? That's a nice little remix. Little spacey remix. Did they ever release a full version of that? It's too short. I needed more of that. Dude, why? Anyway, so that's the whole thing. So let me think about it for a second. I think this is the only hero cinematic where the hero doesn't actually ever use their fighting abilities. Like, okay, you could argue and say that her shooting the boulder is that, but like, it's literally just a basic auto attack. We don't even get to see her torpedoes. And no, I don't think she even glides sideways or anything. Like her floating in space, and that's it. At least Wu Yang gets to show off his ability kit. Like, but we don't get that in the Juno cinematic, which is kind of disappointing too. Winton, what? Oh, what? Okay, wait a minute. I never saw that part. I never noticed that. Oh my god. Oh my god, what the fuck is that? Oh my god, what the fuck is that? It's Winton. Okay, the cinematic is not so bad anymore. I take back everything. Not too terrible. Okay, so here's another thing that I find a little bit annoying. Okay? Is the inconsistency of the, like, the lore drops with the new heroes. So, like, example, Exhibit A, Venture, does not get even a cinematic, only gets an origin story. Hazard gets a cinematic and an origin story. Freya gets a cinematic and an origin story comic. Wu Yang gets a cinematic and origin story. Sigma doesn't get a CGI trailer, only gets an origin. Like Ilari, same thing. Ilari never got a CGI, like never got a cinematic, only got a comic, animated comic. What the fuck is wrong? Blizzard, even Echo, now that I think about it, Echo never got... Oh, no, but she was in the... Sorry, I just remembered. She's actually in the cinematic for Ash with Cassidy. See, that was one of the last few cinematics that was really good that we got before the end of the Overwatch 2 era, because Echo was actually the last hero. If you guys remember. Last hero to come out of the OW1 era. So, yeah. Anyway, guys, I'm going to stop yapping so much. I'm actually going to go ahead and take this opportunity to end the stream on that note. I think I've talked enough. I'm getting kind of hungry, and frankly, I kind of got to get going. But we'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to be back on TikTok. If you're wondering, we're going to be live on there for some Overwatch 2 solo queue. So look forward to that in the later part of the, middle afternoon, yeah? But that's it for me. I'm going to go. Thank you guys so much for hanging out, for tuning in. Oat Milk, thank you for hanging out as well. It was nice to catch up with you. Thank you for the raid. And I forgot to log on my bot because my computer shut down earlier, so whatever. But if you haven't listened to my Overwatch 2 voice impressions, they're over to the YouTube channel. And we have a Discord server, social media, Instagram, TikTok, etc. But that's it for me. I'm going to head out. Thank you guys so much for your continued support. We'll see you tomorrow for more Overwatch 2 action sometime around maybe 3 p.m. Eastern. We'll see. I don't want to make a hard promise because I'm probably going to be a little bit tired after work. My floor shift. I'm going to be on my feet a lot. But in any case, you guys have an amazing rest of your day. Whether it be the morning, afternoon, or evening, we'll reconvene on here tomorrow for more Overwatch. I love you. Mwah.